It's honestly kind of fucked up.
Broken. It is straight out broken. Alright,
Yeah,
so the Yorm rework, he now has, instead of his hammer
instead of
pound,
his
he has a bash now, right? And that bash guarantees a hammer pound, even if you have stamina.
Yeah, it's
right?
only if it hits though. You can dodge it, and you now he basically just fucking hits you in the shins, and you fucking go flying.
But also, guess what? He could also feint that bash.
Yeah, it's fucking brutal.
Fucking more than brutal.
Fucking what do you think it's gonna be like once they actually put that rework into the game? Because they stopped the testing grounds.
I think it's gonna get nerfed really quickly. You only needed a rework, but that's too much. Cause especially if it's
they literally changed up his entire moveset. Like his light attacks are different. His heavies when guard breaker.
And his bashes look different. The animation is different.
Yeah, they completely changed him. It's crazy.
He needed it. He needed it.
Yeah, but Yorm was already kind of broken if you knew how to use him. Like if you knew how to use him properly, like he could fuck up your stamina.
Yeah, but all you have to do is just know how to inverse Yorm.
Honey, are you looking? Are you looking at the broadcast? There we go.
Yorm did need it.
Can you hear these two? Can you hear these two? Anthony, talk.
Fuck you.
Hold on, wait, I have to mute because it's causing echo.
Just tell me if you can hear these two. You should be able to tell the difference between their voices.
Yorm.
Anthony is the one coughing, and then the other one is the one with the slightly higher voice.
Yorm is
I can only hear Anthony.
Oh, you can only hear. Oh, well, cause other guy isn't talking right now. Reflex, say something.
Yo.
Did you hear that, honey?
Hold on.
He said yo.
I have it on always lab.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, we can hear both of you. That's good. But fucking when they actually put the Yorm rework in the game, that's gonna be fucking crazy. Like,
dude, I don't know. I can't. I'm a little excited for the parry rework, in my opinion.
Wait, they're reworking the parries?
They're supposed to be. They had a testing ground for it and everything, and it's like the parry system, and they're changing everything. So they're trying to make it so you can't be just a straight out spammer, right? So they're making it so now heavies, if you heavy parry, it's a light parry punish.
Every dodge
Are you serious?
Other than the Highlanders.
Yep.
And I forget the other one. Are counted as lights.
What? Yep. What? Are you serious?
Like Cheetos is a light attack.
That's insane.
That's why they just defaulted everyone's dodge attack that they've let out. Just a light attack.
So do we still press heavy to dodge for like shaman and shit?
Yep, you still press heavy, but it counts as a light parry punish.
Oh, that's crazy. So wait, is that just on the dodges, or is that on all heavies? All heavy parries?
Dodge attacks, that's it.
Yeah, I think it's only dodge attacks, yeah.
Damn, that's gonna change shit.
Dude, people aren't gonna be able to dodge spam anymore, you know what I mean?
Bro, that's gonna fuck up Kenseis, especially light spamming Kenseis and dodge spamming Kenseis.
That's gonna fuck up a lot of characters.
They're making it so like bashes are like unrecoverable.
Yep, if you
every single time.
Every bash, if you dodge it, it's an instant GB, free GB.
Really?
Yep, every bash. I
thought it was already like that.
No.
Like only for some characters, yes. For like a conk, yes. Or like a scent kick, yes.
Or like shaman's bite. If you dodge that, you can get a free guard break on that.
Yeah.
But like for like Lawbringer, you can't do that. For like a Griffin, you can't do that. For like a Orochi kick, you can't do that. That kind of stuff.
Wait, Lawbringers, you can punish now.
Dude. Yeah, but you don't understand with this Lawbringer is gonna basically getting buffed if they add this into the game.
He needs it, bro. He needs it.
He's a parry punisher, right?
Yeah, he fucking needs that rework,
Every
bruh.
dodge heavy is now a light parry.
Yes. Oh, that's
He's gonna be
that's basically a
crazy.
buff for him. That's fucked up.
That means he gets his unblockable fucking top heavy for free on every dodge attack.
That's
If he
insane.
parries.
Well, they said that
Yeah.
it said it was every single dodge attack except for Highlanders, right?
and someone else's. There's one other person.
No. I think Highlander's forward dodge twirl thing that it doesn't count for, but for a straight out dodge attack it counts.
No, it doesn't. I was using him.
Really?
Yeah, he's my main.
Damn. It's still gonna be insane though. That's gonna put a lot of people in the ground.
Yeah. Like Hitos, that's a huge nerf.
Yeah.
Honestly, with any
and
character with
monkeys, too.
dodge attacks, that's a huge nerf.
Fucking Griffin's that's gonna suck.
Oh my god. Kyoshin's-
Tensei's is gonna suck really bad too.
Yeah, Kensei is gonna get fucked up.
Oh, and a fucking Aramusha's gonna get fucking
JJ's?
Yep, JJ. Well, no, debatable because JJ does have his fate into light.
Yeah.
But that's so readable.
Right, but it's still
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
still
it's
fading
super
into a
readable.
light, so it's still fading into a light. So if they miss it, it's still a light.
Yeah.
It's gonna
which is
suck
just-
for people
so
who
they
don't know how to
they
parry
have to
dodges, though.
actually land the light. It's
So
not like oh,
that's
sweet,
crazy. That's crazy, dude.
But it's gonna make him have more pressure, because then if they parry either of them, it's a light parry.
Yeah, it's literally gonna prevent spamming.
Tara has
it's
no
gonna
idea what we're
force-
talking about.
It's gonna force your opponent, whoever you're fighting, to be more.
Bro, what the fuck?
Whoa.
Dude, I'm a controller on
Is he still alive? He was still alive for a second.
Dude, I fell all the way down.
You saw that. What was it like? You were still alive doing that.
Yeah, dude, I just heard my character screaming.
Alright. Come back to the spot. Come back to the
Oh,
spot.
dude.
Wait,
Oh, I spawned here.
is it like here?
Unlock on me. Bruh.
Me and my character staying weird.
Oh, no, you gotta fix it, unknown. There you go. But, fucking...
Makes it look like I'm really far away.
Yeah, scoot in here a little bit. There you go.
This is fun. This is actually relaxing a lot. Just chilling. Just did a full spin, bruh. Are you struggling
you
to
got
sit
new
down?
couples with it, huh?
Are you struggling to sit down in your chair, man?
You got
I think you've had too much of that drink you're drinking, man. I don't know what's in it, but
I got the. Oh, I just cheersed you! Did you see that?
What?
wait,
I
what?
stuck my arm over and held my cup up towards you. And
Yeah,
nodded. Oh, that was pretty cool.
yeah, bruh. Anthony over here hitting his bong.
Are you streaming?
Yeah, this is a podcast.
You're definitely.
Tara, you still watching? Honey. Tara,
Yeah, I'm still watching. I
Can-
muted those so I can hear and stuff.
can you hear us talking about all our things? You know I can't hear it. You know I can't hear it through the mic, right? So you're fine.
Yeah, honey, because if I have it muted, then you can't hear it because it's very loud.
Well, turn it down a little bit. fucking Uprising, what are you doing? Get over here and sit down.
So when we gonna kill people, I'm kind of eager here.
Well, we're doing the podcast first. I'm thinking I'll have it go for maybe max 30 minutes for now.
How about we
And then we'll-
podcast murder?
Nah, that's not as fun. Cause then we'll be more focused on fighting each other.
Nah, that's why you just like you're playing the game as a background.
Oh, you know what? We should do that. You want to go into online matches then?
Sure. But before we do that,
And look, he lived again. Oh, and he died right there on the cliff.
dude, I was like, sure. But before we do that, oh god, no, he's gonna hurt me.
I can't. It's not even in my controller.
You know what what that does for me? Where is he? Hold on, I wanna throw him off this time. Stop. Wait, come on, let us throw you off. He's still alive. All right. Let's go to actual matches, boys. Alright, but you can't rage. We can't talk about the game, okay? Because
Dude, that's not something to worry about.
Oh yeah, Ian.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so what?
What?
The Elden Ring is finished downloaded.
Okay, we can play that after we play a few matches. You guys wanna? What do you guys wanna play? Dominion?
Yes.
Yeah, what else do you think there is?
All right, we need
Deathmatch is
a
actually sweaty.
we need
It
another
is,
topic. We need another topic.
Murder.
Murder. Okay, so speaking of murder,
Alright, this is how we do this, right? New topic. Everybody pick your targets.
so fucking you guys know Jeffrey Dahmer, obviously.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah, fucking bro's a psychopath. fucking I watched the show for Jeffrey Dahmer and fucking it was so fucked up, bro. His first kill, apparently he didn't mean to. The guy was he had picked up a hitchhiker and they were hanging out drinking beer, and the guy was like, dude, you're not taking me to the concert, when are we gonna go to the concert? And he's like, we'll go in a little bit. And he's like, well dude, I'm gonna leave right now. And fucking the hitchhiker pushed Jeffrey because he was trying to stop him from leaving, and fucking Jeffrey gets out this fucking massive dumbbell and just fucking whacks him in the head with it. And then he won't, and then he, like, the dude is on the ground and he's like gurgling and shit, and fucking he hits him in the head again, and then he's laying on his body like, oh no, wake up, come on, wake up, after he hit him in the face twice with a dumbbell, and he's obviously dead. He's just laying there lifeless. Fucking Jeffrey takes off his shirt and he's like, wake up, come on, please, no, wake up. And I don't know, I think he probably molested the hitchhiker dude while he was dead.
Talking about freaky shit, but listen, right? Speaking of podcasts, because you're doing a podcast, you weird bitch. But
we need a name for our podcast, by the way. We need a name for it.
I used to listen to this one podcast. It was like this murder mystery shit. My teacher got me into it when I was in school. Her name, she was my science teacher. And
Oh, that's
it
cool.
was like there's these crazy stories all over this place. Like, there was this, I remember a couple of them. One of my favorites was about a story. It was a story about this guy who just, usual guy. Let's just call him Mark. Mark, he's a ginger, right? He had red hair. He had his parents. He was in college. He's doing good in college. And then, at random, one day, he got in a fight with his girlfriend, and shit started to go bad.
Oh shit.
And
Did he kill his girlfriend?
No, nothing like that. And he went to his roommate one day and gave him almost all of his belongings, right? And he was supposed to be going to visit his parents, and he was staying with his parents. That's why he gave his belongings away, right? But or that's what they assume. But anyway, on the way to fucking his parents, his car breaks down. So he calls his parents. His parents end up finding a little bit of a garage. They end up telling him where the garage is, right? So he ends up going to the garage. The guy's there. He gets his car fixed within a couple hours. It's starting to get a little bit nighttime or whatever you want to call it, dark. And he calls his parents again. And his parents pick up. They talk like a normal family would. And he tells them, he hangs up after he's done with his parents, and he tells them that he's on his way, basically. And so he hangs up with his parents, and he just starts. Hours go by, right? His parents start getting wicked worried. He should have been there like at least 2-3 hours ago. And they end up calling him. Doesn't answer.
Oh, did he get murdered?
No.
Oh,
but, anyway, they end up, calling the garage, which was closing at the time, right? And, when the garage closed, the guy was still there, and little did he know that his parents could track his phone.
How did we not ledge him? Alright, anyways, continue.
Anyway, little did he know his parents had a tracker on his phone, so they knew where his car was. And, so, the, what's the garage, or I guess you could say, like, the,
AutoZone. We'll just call it the AutoZone.
Yeah, but that's not what I'm getting at.
Oh, you got a Zonhu coming up on you.
Oh god.
Anyways, continue.
Alright, anyway,
How did he get revenge? Anyways, you stop talking and then...
Yeah, I'm sorry, anyway.
Yeah, this is...
The guy, like, the garage worker, the mechanic, there's what I was thinking for. The mechanic, and they end up telling him about where their son's car is. And he ends up going, I'm sorry, I'm fucking...
Yeah, I know, this is, it's kind of why I didn't want to, but that's okay. Fucking, the other day,
Anyway, he ends up going to check on the guy, and he finds him, and the kid's just sitting there in his car looking at his phone. Anyway, he tells him his parents called him and that they're worried and they want him to call him. He goes, oh, alright, I'll be on my way. And the guy goes on with his day. And he calls his parents, tells them that he's on his way, and they ask him what happened, and he said that he fell asleep. And hours and hours and hours go by, and they notice that the car has been in the same location, and it's not left that location. So anyway, they get really, really worried and call the police, and the police end up going to where that location is, and they find his car flipped upside down in a river.
Oh, what the fuck?
With all of this shit in it. All of this shit, right? So, basically, all of his belongings, his ID, everything he owns. His name, right? They don't find him anywhere. They end up bringing dogs in, and the dogs track him to the bus stop. And then they just can't, that's where they end. They have no idea where he is. There is still fucking a reward for his persons if you find him, everything to this day.
Damn, that's fucked
And
up.
he's
He just disappeared.
He's like just a forever. Yep, he disappeared off the face of the earth. No one knows where he is.
Damn. Fucking. What the fuck, bro? Alright, I'm gonna help you over here.
That's crazy. Like they didn't find him.
Nice. So,
Yeah, no,
imagine if that happened to someone you knew.
And they couldn't find him anywhere.
Imagine if that happened to someone you knew, though. Like, would that not, like, be fucking crazy? Hold on. Like, imagine if that, like, happened to, like, one of us. Like, that would be insane, bro. We just fucking disappear.
They ended up questioning everybody. Nobody knows what happened to him. They said that his roommate said that he just gave him the Xbox and didn't say anything. He just said he didn't want it anymore.
I wonder if someone had, like, blackmailed him and, like, threatened him, and he was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna take everything that I own, like, just take everything so there's no, like, evidence that I was ever here, and just freaking, you know what I mean? Like, honestly, that seems like the most viable option right now, like.
I know another really fucked up story too, but this one is actually, all these are real, by the way. This one it was
that's crazy though, just to like the think about that can actually happen to somebody. Like I would freak out if that happened to my girlfriend or like one of you guys. It just like you just fucking disappear and it's like all over the news, like just like missing persons, nowhere to be found.
Well, yeah, but there's also this other really fucked up one, which is like another one of my favorites, and it's this dude basically like was dating this chick, and they had a kid, and he took his kid and disappeared, and he ended up like raising his kid to be like a fucking an assassin, like someone just to kill people.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that. They fucking didn't have a birth certificate for him or anything. He was completely off the books.
Yep, and they ended up fucking like him and his dad ended up going around and like just killing, assassinating.
Get him over here. Guard break him into this.
Oh.
Didn't work very well. Don't worry, I got your revive.
Yeah, I know. That's why I held him there. Yeah, but him and his dad ended up like having this band that was like black, right? And it fucking had a hole in it cut out for a sniper. And they ended up just going around killing.
Wait, a band? What do you mean? What do you mean a band?
A van.
Oh, a van. I thought you said like van, like they made like a music van.
No. They ended up killing a whole bunch of people though.
Oh, that's not good. Okay. That's not good at all. That's not good at all. But anyways, continue.
I don't remember much of that one. That's about it. They ended up killing a whole bunch of people, and they ended up finding him, and his dad was sentenced to death, and the kid was sentenced to life in prison.
Damn. What about the dad?
He was sentenced to death. He got the death sentence.
Dang.
Damn, that's messed up, man.
Yeah, a little bit.
How are they winning?
I don't know.
We held both zones for so long. Anyways. Tara, you weren't here when this happened, but a while back in my city, there was a bunch of fucking people one Halloween. I think it was actually like 2 years ago. 2 year ago Halloween, and there was a bunch of people dressing up as clowns, and There was
Oh
a
yeah,
couple.
that happened here too. They ended up killing a whole bunch of people.
Yep. They ended up killing a bunch of people and they kidnapped like 4 preschoolers. The preschoolers, only 2 of them were found. We don't know what happened to the other 2, but it was so fucked up. Like, so now during Halloween and in our city, they actually put out a warning, like if you see suspicious people like following you, etc. Like, obviously not trick-or-treaters, but like people who are following you like everywhere you go. Like, not just like normal trick-or-treaters, like, oh, we're going to the same house, etc., etc. Like, we'll just follow you to the next house and shit. But like actually, you must. Yeah, it was fucked up. But yeah, it was real fucked up for a while. And yeah, now there's a warning. Wait, so it happened. You're in New York, right? Aren't you, Anthony?
Yes.
Uprising, go get my revive real quick when you can, or Anthony go can. Yeah, I'm still alive though. Go down there and revive me real quick.
Why isn't it? Unlock! Holy fuck! I love when my game's just not unlocking from the other person. It's great. I'm dead, dude.
That's okay.
The dude's
That's
like
okay.
all the way down the stairs, and I'm still locked onto him. It's crazy. Oh, it's so
No, but it was so fucked up, dude. Like,
yeah, it happened here. A bunch of people ended up getting killed. You want to know the best part about shit that happened here, though? Whole bunch of people fucked people up who was wearing clown suits. There was these one people who were driving in a fucking in a car, and they were going down a road or something, or that it was in the in this little I don't know town where those houses were, and they were going down a road and they see this clown, and the clown has a baseball bat or like a knife or something like that, and like 3 people get out with like a baseball bat. One of them has like a fucking one of those huge pry bars, and one of them has like a freaking
fucking crowbar.
Yeah, a big crowbar, yeah. And then one of them has like just like a freaking I forget what they're called. It's like
Oh, speaking of deaths like that, actually last July, I think Tara, you were actually there. It was when we hung out on July 4th, and fucking someone in our back field of right behind our apartments lit off a firework, and it ended up going wrong. And I don't know if you remember that, Tara, but do you remember that that big firework that happened right above, right next to us, like behind my apartment complex when I was still living with my parents? Apparently that guy it actually backfired. It did go up into the air, but he had lit himself on fire, and he was in the hospital for a while. I heard it on the news. And fuck it, it was actually in school. I was on my computer just looking up. I was joking around with my friend like, oh, Reading local news, and I'm like, oh my god, that was right next. I was there when that happened. And fucking like after you had left, and everyone had gone inside, the fire department showed up and shit, and like there was an ambulance. Fucking, I actually saw the guy leaving through my window, because my window is right there where they lit the fireworks off, and I actually saw like because they opened the gate right there. You know that gate right next to the house? You know what I'm talking about, Tara, right? When you're like pulling in off the highway when you're coming. Yeah, there's that big gate in that field right there. It was right there, and they had opened the gate, and the fire department was in there spraying stuff down with, I don't know what it was, but there was also an ambulance, and there was a guy on a stretcher and shit. It was fucked up. Yeah, bro looked like looked crisp, like burnt toast. It was bad. I couldn't even tell if he was just like that was his natural color, or if he was white and then fucking just got burnt to a crisp.
You know what's crazy?
What was crazy?
I'm a big so I'm Hispanic, so when we have family gatherings, at least in my family, they're really really big. Last year, we had a family gathering, and they went to Pennsylvania, and I would have to say bought at least about 400 fireworks.
Damn.
At least about $5,000 worth of fireworks.
I actually got in trouble with fireworks recently. My aunt had Black Cat fireworks. You know, the illegal ones.
Really, the fucking firecrackers?
Yep. They were from South Carolina, and they were Black Cat fireworks, and they were about 5 to like 7 years old, and we didn't know.
The ones that launched in the sky and exploded.
No, it was the firecrackers that like the little tiny dynamites you lit and then throw.
Mhm.
Yeah. So apparently, if they hadn't been like about 5 years old, my friend he had lit one and he didn't throw it fast enough and it popped in his hand. We were all okay, but if the firework hadn't been old, he would have blown a couple of his fingers off.
This is why I don't like it.
Well, it was an accident. We were fucking around. We didn't touch the big one. She had some big Black Ice fireworks, which were kind of scary. We didn't touch those.
Oh, I fuck around with fireworks.
My aunt chewed my ass out, dude. Like, she was like, "Arr, arr, arr." Like, why would you do that? You could have fucking blown your hand off.
You know what I did when I got my fireworks?
What'd you do? Blow your hand off?
I have the fucking no, hell no. I had the ones that launched in the sky, so they had to get held put in a tube. I just sat there and lit it, and just dropped it in the tube and walked around held in the tube.
That's one way to do it, I guess.
This man had a whole
My god, my fucking teammate's messing up my bite. What the fuck? Oh my god, why is everybody fighting this one guy? Stop. But anyways, fucking fireworks are gnarly, dude. Like if you don't use them properly, they can fuck shit up, dude. Fucking.
Bro, you fuckers keep feeding that guy.
Dude, that Tiandi kicked him like 900 times.
Yeah, it's this fucking Yorm and Tiandi, bro. It's the randoms. It is literally just the randoms. They're fucking idiots. And you respawn. I was gonna get your revive. That's okay, though. Oh my god. Fucking Tiandi, leave. Fucking delete the game.
He just called you a random.
I know.
Oh, wait. You're... Who... Oh, the Yorm?
Yeah.
Who? Oh, yeah, because we're doing threes. I was thinking there was two randoms. Sorry. Sorry about that. That fucking Tian. Hold on, I'm gonna just. Hold on. Let me kill you. I'm gonna get your revive. No, let me kill you. I'm gonna get your revive.
No man, bitch.
My god, fucking die.
Dude, why am I not?
Alright, hold on. There we go. Alright, let me get the revive. I do have orders. Oh, please, unknown, stop. Anthony!
You're so lucky I don't have a good attack for this.
One of the dumbest things I've ever done is, you know how you'll go to like a lake or a river and there'll be like those little rocks stacked up saying that oh yeah, I've been here, like I stacked these rocks and etc. Fucking
Bro, oh my fucking god, dude. How many times do you have to feed?
But I did something dumb and I had picked up the very top rock for this these stacked rocks that were just lying there, and I was going to skip it, and I did skip it. I skipped it pretty good actually, but I wiped my hand off on my pants, and fucking like my finger immediately just started fucking gushing blood. What I hadn't noticed is that the rock had a hella sharp edge on it, and it fucking sliced my finger right open because it spun and cut my finger open. Fucking
Nice.
looks like I murdered someone because all the blood from my arm rushed to my finger, and so it was just gushing out. And I had a white T-shirt on, and I was using it to put pressure on it. And Tara remembers that. Fucking, I had to go to jujitsu with a fucked up finger, and so I was literally tussling with a fucking grown ass man with a fucking fucked up finger from skipping rocks. Not a good backstory, you know.
No, I got jumped.
But yeah, it was fucked up. Anthony, you know what would be great for this podcast? You should talk about how your Walmart had a literal bomb threat happen to it. Yeah, fucking I was bugging him. I was like, "Hey, when are you gonna get me my Christmas gift so we can play Far Cry 6 together?" And he was like, I thought he was joking at first. He was like, "Dude, I wasn't able to get it. Our fucking Walmart had to deal with a bomb threat." And I'm like, you're being so sarcastic right now. There's no way you're not joking. And Anthony fucking put his mom on the phone, and he's like, "Nope, I'm dead ass. There's a literal bomb threat."
Yep. And the fucking police shut down the Walmart, and alright, so next to our Walmart we have a Harbor Freight, which is like an auto place. And the bomb squad had to park in that parking lot and wait for a dog to see if there was a bomb in Walmart.
Yeah, fucking, that was crazy, bro. I was like, no way. I wasn't even mad. Like the coincidence of that happening is like so slim. And it's just like, nope, our Walmart had a bomb threat, like a literal bomb threat. So was it a teenager with like actual explosives and shit?
I don't know. All I know it had a teenager.
And it was a literal bomb threat. Bro probably didn't. The last PS5 probably got taken, and the mom was like, you know, it'd be funny. Look at this pussy. Look at this pussy on the ladder right here. I can't jump off right here? What? That's gay. I'm gonna fucking get that mid J. I'm gonna fucking get that mid J. That's the last thing I do. Hold on.
See that guy up there?
Fucking get that mid J. Fucking get that mid J. Look at him, he climbed back up.
I was gonna chase him. He's still going for him.
I think this is I think this is like the most I've ever talked with people and like while streaming before. I've never been like super comfortable streaming, even though nobody watches me except my girlfriend because she's supportive and I love her. But yeah, I have fucking 32 subscribers on YouTube. Don't mess with me. I have an army of 32 people that don't watch me at all. They don't even pay attention to my videos.
I killed that Medjay and I killed the fucking Berserker before I got murdered.
Yo,
Good shit,
we
man.
gotta get out of here.
I'm gonna just place this right here real quick.
Dude, the whole team's about to pull up.
Don't worry, I have a
They
stunning.
took C.
I have a trap. I have a storming
It's alright,
trap
I'm
right there.
respawning.
That trap will fucking blind them.
Oh, dude, he's also taking B.
It's alright, I'm respawning. Which means...
Oh my fucking god, when did Medjay get a fucking throw feat? Huh, what was that, honey?
He's had so much.
Why, there shouldn't be fireworks going off. It's illegal right now. It's not fireworks season. Probably, honestly, probably gunshots.
It's 4th of July. I'm not 4th of July.
All that firework talk got Tara thinking it's July still.
Yeah, tell her she's probably just her getting shot up.
She can hear you, you know. Yeah, she's watching the stream. Yeah, I don't know if you want to do that, but like, go ahead.
Yep, Hood's getting shot up.
Bitch, I can run for days. You don't want to try me.
Bro, we got that crap.
This shaman fucking ran for her life and still died. Damn, we fucking shit on him.
Dude, I can't believe that.
Snowman!
I fully thought we were gonna lose.
Speaking of gunshots, I actually had I never told you about this, Tara. So you're gonna hear this for the first time. But I was actually walking to my friend Aiden's house, and he lives in like a hood area. His house is fucked up. His neighborhood is pretty fucked up, and they have this. They call it the MOK. It's the Martin Luther King like park. It's like a place, and it's basically Tweaker Central. There are so many fucking homeless people there now. Like, fucking it did bad on Martin Luther King's name, and
I had a dream where tweakers could come together and tweak with me.
And but fucking I was walking by and I swear to God, fucking I heard a loud ass noise, and then I don't think it was that close to me, and I think it might have been a misfire. I don't think anyone was shooting at me, but I swear to God, I heard a bullet whiz right past my ear and hit the dirt, like about 5 feet in front of me, and like the dirt went kapoof, like in a little big cloud of dust. And I went over there, and there was this little metal casing, and I tried to pick it up, and it burnt the shit out of my fingers, and I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna leave that there and move along. Like, that's none of my business. But no, that shit was scary as fuck, dude.
Fuck, I missed.
Wait, what?
Knew I should have had a better gun.
Guys, what's a near-death experience you guys have had?
I've almost drowned on like several separate occasions.
God, dude, just learn how to swim.
Dude, I got trapped under things.
I was bombing a hill on my bike and flew off my bike and slid my face across pavement.
Oh, yikes.
You got the death wobble?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I didn't almost die, but I remember when I was like 7, this kid tripped me while he was he drove by and tripped me on a skateboard. And my mom calls it, my mom said I ended up making out with the cement, but in reality I had just fucking face planted, and that's actually how I chipped my tooth. I have a chipped tooth, so if you ever see a picture of me smiling and you see a chipped tooth, that's how I got it. Fucking, I remember picking up my piece of my tooth off the ground, going back to my mom, I'm like, hey mom, my tooth broke. And my auntie Abby was there before she started tweaking out, and we lost contact with her. And my fucking auntie pulls out this I don't even know, I think it was just a revolver. It was a big ass fucking revolver. And she goes and fucking finds the kid on the skateboard with a gun in her hand, and she's like, what the fuck were you thinking tripping a 7-year-old? Do you see what you did to his face? And like, it was so bad. I actually ended up going to the dentist and getting a filler, so I looked like I had a normal tooth. And then I went to my grandparents. And then I went to my grandparents and ate waffles, and I think I accidentally swallowed it. Like the cap came off and I swallowed it, so now I just have a chipped tooth.
I have a cap too.
Oh fucking I've been shivved before. I got shanked in the leg.
What? You're gonna tell me this story.
Yeah, I don't know what.
I think Anthony's heard it.
Huh?
So I have this giant fucking scar on my thigh, and it's actually at a Dollar Tree, of course, a fucking Dollar Tree. Same Dollar Tree that ended up getting robbed a few years later, and so I'm gonna tell you the robbing story first. This guy walks in with a fucking no face covering at all. He has one of those real tiny pistols, those real tiny ones that are like, I think it was a 22, and he's in there threatening. He's like, give me your money and I want some snacks too, and like fill the bag up and etc. I heard about it on the news while listening to the radio, and apparently the guy who was trying the girl who was at the cash register while he was trying to rob the store fucking pulled out pepper spray, sprayed him in the eyes. He ran to the bathroom, and then fucking when the canine, he apparently was tweaking out as well. They fucking sent a canine in to go find him after evacuating the store. Found him in the bathroom, butt-ass naked, pepper sprayed, crying in a corner. And it was great. Anyways, but I had just bought some things from the Dollar Tree, and I had gotten a glass bottle.
Real quick.
Yeah, what's up?
I live in a really small town, right? So a lot of shit doesn't happen here. But there was this one crazy shit that happened, and it was like this dude was holding his whole family hostage with a shotgun.
Yes, but the story sounds cooler. But wait, what were you saying, Anthony?
I live in a small town, and a lot of shit doesn't happen here.
Yeah, in your fucking trailer park.
Oh, yeah. And, fucking, what you call it? But there was this one shit that happened not that long ago. And it was like this dude was holding his family hostage with a shotgun.
Are you serious? Why his family? What is the point of that? What is the point of that? Like, what do you have to gain from literally holding your family hostage? Like, I don't understand.
I don't know. No idea. I guess that he was just tweaking fucking crazy. And they ended up talking him out of it. And he let his family go and blew his brains out.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
But fucking no, I was at the Dollar Tree, and I had bought a couple like bags of candy. I think I had bought like sour gummy worms, a thing of it was an orange Fanta bottle. It was like orange cream soda, and it was glass. It was a glass bottle. And this guy walked up to me and he's like, "Hey man, you got the money I could use? I could really use some right now." And I'm like, "Dude, like I'm a minor, like I don't have any money. I bought this for myself. I'm not trading. I'm not giving you my food." So like, and I'm like, and he's like, "Okay, well if that's how it's gonna be," like he fucking knocks the bottle out of my hand and the glass shatters all over the ground. And dude picks up one of the glasses, and you know I'm like fucking, I think in middle school at the time. I'm in 7th grade, and so I'm just standing there, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Because I didn't give no shits in 7th grade. I was like I ruled the world in 7th grade, and I was fucking egomaniac. And fucking dude picks up a piece of glass, and I'm like, what are you doing? Bro proceeds to stab me in my thigh, and you know I had so much adrenaline pumping through me at that point, like I didn't even feel it. He just like sliced my leg and then ran away. And so like I have so much adrenaline that I don't even care. I just hobble over to like the nearest like fucking it was actually a fitness gym for working out, and I just fucking hobble my ass over there with a fucking bloody ass leg, and fucking they patch me up, and then I wobble my ass home, and my dad fucking gets on me. I never told my parents, by the way. I never told my parents what happened. But fucking
I fucking wobbled my ass home, and then I get my ass chewed out by my dad. He was like, "You left without telling me. Like, you left the house, and I didn't know where you were, and I was freaking out." Like, because he was taking a nap, and I was like, you know, I can make a quick run to the grocery store and fucking give me some stoner snacks, you know. And if I get home, I'm like, Dad, I fucking... This is the story I came up with. I came up with the story that I had dropped the bottle on the ground, and that, that I was trying to pick up the glass pieces, and I ended up cutting myself on them. I ended up cutting my leg, trying to pick them up and, like, move them across my leg, which is a really stupid story, but he fell for it, and then... They, like, when I went to the hospital, they didn't even stitch it up. It was about, this cut was like an inch deep. They just fucking put super glue on that shit, and like, alright, you're good to go. Fucking, Tara has pictures of, I sent her pictures of when it was all glued up and shit. It was nasty. It was nasty as fuck. But yeah. But yeah, that happened. It was crazy. People be wild.
Over there going like 11-0, man.
Damn, he is. I'm over here 4-2. Ooh, oh, he got ledge.
Shaman, that was crazy.
Did you see that deflect though?
Yes.
Did you both see me punch both of them off the ledge?
Fucking, yes. I deflected, I think it was either the Medjay or the Lawbringer, and fucking he just fell off.
The Medjay, and the Lawbringer got flung off by the Gladiator.
Which is me.
But your deflect dodged out of the way.
Oh, you know it'd be great to talk about for my podcast? Why I got kicked out of my parents' house. Like the entire story of how I got kicked out of my parents. So fucking, you know, I had just gotten a job. I was working at Taco Bell, and it was close to Halloween. I had worked maybe worked a week, like a whole week of shifts, so like 7 days. And I was working only part-time, so 4 hours a day. And I worked Saturday to Tuesday, so Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday for 4 hours after school. And on the weekends, I just get up, get my happy ass off my ass, take a shower, and walk over there. And I talked to my boss. I was like, "Hey, Halloween's coming up. Like my homies want to hang out. We want to go trick or treating. We want to fuck around, etc." And my boss was like, "Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Just call me in the morning and we'll talk about it some more." And you know, I told my parents, I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna take a little bit of time off work so I can go trick or treating." And they were like, "No, your job is more important than trick or treating." And I'm like, "Well, yeah, I know that, but my boss is letting me take time, and I'm gonna take this time off because he's letting me." And we ended up getting in a huge argument. I don't want to go into details because I don't even remember half the argument. But they were like, no, like if you're gonna do that, we just won't let you go at all, and you can just go to work and come home. And I'm like, no, that's not happening. That's not how this is gonna work. Like, it's my job. You can't control how I work. Like, if I want to fuck up my job, that's my business, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And fucking. All right, I'm going in for a bite. Hold on. Bro, you ruined my bite 3 times. 3 fucking times. But no, I ended up telling my parents, like, you know what, I'm done with this argument. I want to go home. Well, not home. I want to go in my room. I want to be left alone. And my stepdad, who had been about sober off of meth for about a year, fucking, he gets in my way and he's like, no, you need to talk about this. You need to talk about this right now. And you know, I'm like, no, I don't want to talk about this. I want to go in my room and be left alone. And he's like, still blocking the way. And you know, I'll tell him, like, I'm going in my room, and I try and squeeze past him. I grab him around the waist, and I kind of shove him out of the way / kind of squeeze past him. And this grown ass 6'4" man, and like, you know, I'm 16. You know, I'm like, I'm not gonna win against a grown-ass man who works out like I see him work out every day. He blocks the way. You know, I'm trying to squeeze past him. I eventually get past him, and he turns around, he shoves me hard enough to fucking send me flying into our dresser that we had in the living room. And I ended up hitting my head on one of the metal, because it has metal handles, like sharp metal handles with corners. And I hit my head on the corner. And so my head started bleeding. Like it was just a laceration, nothing like brain damage. Well, damage brain. Drain damage. And you know, and fucking like I get up and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you push me like that? I was literally just trying to get my room, and I was about to just square up on my stepdad and just fucking go ham on him. My mom gets in the way and she's like, no, stop it, you need to stop fighting right now, stop it. You know, I push my mom because she's in the way of my dad, and like she doesn't budge, so I just go in my room. I ended up hitting my wall and I hit a stud. So fucking, I hurt my hand hella bad. Like, I didn't break it. I didn't break my hand. But, it fucking for sure felt like I broke my hand, because for like the next few days, like the hospital, put it in a cast, and like, but I could not move my hand. Like, I could barely make a fist. I could barely move it at all. And, so, you know, I'm sitting there on the bed, my dad comes in, and he's like apologizing, and he has my little brother trying to make me feel better. And I'm like, get the fuck out of my room. Like, and my head's bleeding profusely. Like, at this point, my head is like the side of my head, like, and my hair is like matted with blood, like a whole bunch. And like, it's like visible. And, you know, and my mom comes in and she's like, you're a fucking little piece of shit. You're a disgrace to this family. And you know what? I was like, fucking, I'm like, I don't even want to be a part of this family anymore. Like, you guys are so fucked up. Like, because before my dad had gone to rehab and gotten clean, my parents would fight literally every fucking night, like throw things at each other. I once watched my dad one time. I don't know what happened this morning, but this was like how he went to rehab. He woke up one morning, and apparently he had accidentally broke the armoire door to their big cupboard in their room. So it was about, like, if you have a kitchen cabinet door, like, think about that, like the upper cabinets and shit. It was about that size, and he calls my mom. He's like, help, I need help fixing this. And you know, he is relapsing. He is relapsing off meth, because he is trying to get clean by himself. And because meth is so addictive and he's been doing it for several years, it's like, it's basically making him go insane. And so he ends up getting angry before my mom gets there. Fucking, my mom is standing in the door, and he throws the armoire not knowing she's there, and it fucking hits the door and almost hits her. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then I don't know what happened, but my mom screamed at him, and then next thing I know, they're in the living room, and this is on Christmas, and my stepdad pushes my mom into the Christmas tree. And from where I was standing, I thought that my stepdad had punched my mom and she fell into the Christmas tree. And my immediate instinct was, this is not okay. Like, I'm gonna do something about this. But you know, I was scared. I was 14. I was so terrified. And so I had found this machete a few days prior that I think it was a murder weapon. I had found it while walking along a canal. It was hella rusty, and I was soaking it in like vinegar and shit, and like just cleaning it up, getting the rust off, and etc. And it was mostly clean. The edges were a little ragged. It had rust holes, rust pits, and stuff. And my ass is like, you know what? This is a great idea to defend my mom and me with. And so I go into the bathroom where I was cleaning it, and I grab it, And you know, I walk right back to where I was standing, and I don't know how he didn't notice, but he turns around and I'm just holding this big ass machete in my hand, and he's like, "You're gonna threaten me with the machete?"
Where did you go?
Hold on, I'm not done. Anyway, and he's like, "You're gonna threaten me with the machete?" And he just runs up on me, and he like tries to grab the machete out of my hand. I ended up cutting his hand open hella bad, and he literally just starts decking me in the face, and like I have so much adrenaline pumping through me that I just don't feel it. I'm just like trying to fucking get him away from my mom, and so we basically just get into a whole ass fist fight. Eventually he gets the upper hand, and I had dropped the machete, and he just I dropped the machete. I had cut his leg open, I had cut part of his arm open, and I had cut his arm really bad, and so now it has permanent nerve damage. And he ends up getting me up against the wall / our big ass window that we have where I live, because we have big ass windows in the apartments that we're in. Oh yeah, this happened in an apartment complex where other people could hear us. So people knew what was happening. And he gets me with one hand on my neck and pins me up against the window, so like literally everyone can see through the window what is happening. And like I'm getting choked out. I'm like, my mom comes in, throws him, grabs my dad, throws him off of me, and then me and my dad fucking fall over on the other side of the couch, and eventually, I don't remember what happened after that. It was really blurry because there was so much going on. That was about all I remembered, and I just remember the next part is that we were outside, and he was like, "This is my house now," even though he didn't have a job at all. So it was my mom's house. It was her name on the lease. He had just lived with us for, I don't know, like 11 years. And all that time, for about 5 of those years, he didn't have a job at all. Like, he did not have a job. And so we're standing at the bottom of the steps because we live on the 2nd story. And someone yells from the other apartment complex, and he's like, "Do you guys need help? Do you guys need help?" And I didn't say anything. I just nodded. I just nodded my head yes. And so the cops get called. And this was after we had kicked, the cops finally found him after we kicked him out of the house. And like, because I had told him, I was like, because afterwards he was very compliant. Like, we just went back up there and I was like, "You need to leave the house like right now and never come back." And then fucking cops find him because he had went to the hospital, and he was like, "I cut myself real bad trying to work on my car." And police show up. He had actually told me this after he got back from rehab. He had told the hospital that he cut himself on cut himself while working on his car, and he was at the hospital. He was like, "Hey, can I just get something to wrap this up?" And the cops show up at the hospital, and the cops are like, and he tells the cops, it was like, "Oh yeah, I cut myself trying to fix my car." And they look at my stepdad and they're like, "Are you sure that wasn't from a machete?" And my dad had told me that the immediate thought that had went through his brain was, "Oh shit, I'm screwed." And so he sat in jail for about 30 days, and then he pleaded not guilty and pleaded for insanity. So he ended up going to rehab for about a year. I had no contact with him at this time. He was legally not allowed to have contact with me, or he would go to prison. And he had already been to prison for about, like, I don't even know how long, probably around 30 years. And so he already has two misdemeanors, which is so if he had gotten a 3rd felony, he would have been just absolutely screwed. And he goes to rehab. You know how it is. But yeah, it was fucked up. It was a whole fucked up scenario. Yeah.
Do you remember when all that stuff happened the day after I came over?
Oh my god!
So I came over the day after it all happened.
Oh, what do you mean?
All the stuff with your dad when it happened on Christmas, I came over the day after because it was my birthday.
Oh yeah, I remember. I don't know how. My mom. I remember my mom fucking. She was like, "Oh, please, 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 will you just lie to me in court and like have him come back? Like I really need him in my life." And I'm like looking at my mom, and I'm basically snickering at her. I'm like, "You are asking me to lie to a judge, to a man who literally physically attacked us both, and you still want him in your life. You still want his dumb ass in your life." And so like my mom's crying every night, and eventually I'm like, yeah, I'll ask the court to let him come back. I'll tell him like, hey, yeah, I want him to come back. And you know, he comes back, and for a while it's really nice. You know, he's better, he's nice, we actually hang out, like we get to know each other, we bond a little bit. And fucking, you know, one night I'm sitting in my room, and you know, I was really depressed at the time because me and my girlfriend were going on a break, and this was when I was like really extremely suicidal. I think this was after, yeah, this was after I had been escorted by the CERT team for trying to jump off our hospital building. Because I was standing up on top of the hospital building, and
why did you not go down there and help?
Fuck, what was I saying? Oh yeah, but I was on top of the hospital building, and the thoughts that were going through my brain was, do I really want to do this? And like, I had several thoughts. I was like, what do I have going for me in my life that will make this not worth it?
Why am I in here to be wanting and not getting a shred of help from any of you?
Because I'm also kind of focusing on my story, because this is an actual thing that happened to me. I'm not lying my ass off like most people make up a fib. Where the oh, I'm fucking last one alive, are you serious?
Yeah, that's what happened.
And they're all emoting on me, bro. Fuck you.
Should have been focused on telling your story and gameplay.
Oh, okay. But anyways, I'm on top of the fucking hospital, and just so many thoughts are racing through my head. I'm like, do I really want to do this? What do I have going for me in my life that will make it worth it or not worth it, etc. Cause fucking, I had a mental breakdown on the phone with my girlfriend, and she was like, I want to take a break, and etc. And so I was extremely depressed. I had probably bawled my eyes out for a good 2 hours, and then I fucking left my therapist's office after telling her I wanted to kill myself. And I told her exactly what I was doing. I was like, I'm gonna go jump off Mercy Hospital, which is the hospital that we have in my city. And you know, I'm on top of the building already, and like, this is after a few hours because I had walked to Mercy. And you know, I'm on top of the building, and like, probably not even 10 minutes after I'm on top of the building, sitting there contemplating whether I really want to like jump, fucking CERT team pulls up. They literally grabbed me by the arms, like two people grabbed me, dragged me, put me in the elevator, and then I had to sit at a different hospital in my city waiting for a mental evaluation. Fucking waited 6 hours in the waiting room, and then fucking they were like, finally, you can come in. They see us for 10 minutes. They fucking make a safety plan with me. Just promise not to hurt yourself. And I'm like, yeah, I promise, blah, blah, blah. Fucking, alright, you're good to go. Fucking went to the hospital at 6 o'clock. Didn't get entered until 9:45. Fucking leave. My parents are like, how do we know you're not gonna leave the house while we're sleeping and kill yourself? And I'm like, I'll be fine. Fucking, I just want to go home and sleep at this point.
Did you say Highlander again?
Yeah.
And you know, I'm chilling in my room, I'm crying, I'm fucking bawling my eyes out. My parents come in, and they're just sitting there kind of watching me, and they're like, we hate to see you like this. And I'm like, you guys are half the reason I'm depressed, because half the reason I was depressed is because they were like, oh, your girlfriend needs to tell her mom that you guys are dating, or you can never see her again. And I'm like, you're fucking joking. Like, that is her life. She can tell her mom what she wants about her personal life. When she is ready to tell her mom that she's dating me, she can. you know? And so my parents are just, that's why I was so depressed, is because they were like, oh yeah, blah 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 blah, and they eventually had put a fucking thing on my phone so that they could read all my text messages with Tara, my girlfriend. And so they were literally reading our private messages, and that's what really ticked me off. I don't care that they're getting involved in my private life. They're my parents. That is their literal job. But for them to intrude on me and my girlfriend's private messages, like our DMs, like that's not okay, because she is not their kid. My girlfriend is not their parents' kid. Like, you do not have the right to get involved in her privacy. All right, you can literally hold on. Yeah. No, I'm okay. I'm actually doing the podcast.
Oh, are you? Sorry.
No, don't worry. Sorry about that, boys. My aunt walked in.
Oh, your aunt, I said hi.
Oh, okay. I will when I'll go out there in a little bit. I'm gonna finish my story. But you know, I'm hella depressed. You know, I'm fighting with my parents constantly. Like, you can't do this. Like, my girlfriend has a life too. Like, you can't be getting involved in her personal shit. And they're like, well, you're our kid, and we don't want you going to jail, because like, what if her mom calls the cops, or accuses you of statutory rape, which is basically saying that the mother did not give permission for us to like be having intercourse and etc.
You're not allowed to have intercourse, period.
Well, we have a Romeo and Juliet clause, so like if both teenagers consent and we are both underage and around the same age, it's allowed. Like, cops will be like, it's just kids. California.
That guy really just triple like really? They have that there?
Yeah. Romeo and Juliet clause is a real thing. Why is there two Kyoshins?
Well, one of them is a hardcore fucking spinner. Yep, a hardcore just triple A.
But you know, I'm getting in fights with my parents, and at this point, they had taken my phone because they had seen something in me and my girlfriend's messages that they deemed a toxic relationship, because me and my girlfriend, we make fun of each other. We call each other names like bitch and like etc. and like we just basically tease each other. And my parents are like, that's so toxic, like, you don't even realize, like, you may think it's okay now, but deep down inside it hurts. And I'm like, no, it doesn't. We have been doing this for all 4 years that we have been dating. Like, you guys know we've been dating for 4 years. I have told you about this. And they're still like, well, it's toxic and etc. blah blah blah, and they take my phone, and I'm like, you know what, that's the final straw. And I literally ran away for like a whole 4 days. I went and stayed at my at Aiden's house, and he had hella kittens at the time, so it was kind of comforting because there's kittens literally everywhere. And you know, I was staying at my friend's and Aiden. So I found out that I can legally not be a missing person if I still show up to school. Because I told them like, even though I don't want to be a part of your lives, like, I still want to get my education and be able to actually like get a job and etc. And they're like, you're never gonna make it, and blah 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 blah, and like you can never live without us, and etc. blah blah blah. And I'm like, you know, I just fuck you. And so cops are like, since you're still showing up to school, you're not a missing person because people know where you are. Like, you're still showing up to school, you're obviously safe, and etc. And fuck, there is so much of this story, bro. God damn. I still have so much to go about. But cop literally shows up, and he's like, so hey, you eventually have to go back. And I told the cop, like, yeah, just give me a few days to cool off and like relax. Eventually I go back. They fucking piss me off again, so I run away again. You know, like a fucking idiot. Hold on, Reflex, don't attack him. I'm going in for bite. I said don't attack him.
I didn't do anything. Like I walked in.
You know, after the second time I had ran away, I told my parents, because this was after, this had been after, because I packed hella shit. I packed a bunch of clothes and food and, like, my game system and etc. Well, actually, no, I didn't even have my game system, as that's the thing. And so I just packed food and clothes, and I'm like, I'm leaving, and like, if I don't kill myself, and they're like, we're gonna call the cops, and you're like, fucking, and I'm like, fucking call them, like, I will literally turn myself into the police for you, like, I will literally turn myself into the police, and like, I walked to the probation office, like, fucking 7:30 in the morning, and, it was closed, obviously, for unknown reasons. And I'm pretty sure there was a heroin addict just sleeping, because he had fucking needles, like a needle stuck in his arm and a bandage, and he was just sleeping in front of the probation office. I had no idea where this police station was, and so I'm like, I'm knocking on the probation door, like, hey, I want to turn myself in, and yada yada yada. And you know, that no one answers. I'm like, I'm just fucking walking the streets in the city, and eventually I just walk home. I go over to my aunt's house. I'm like, hey, can I stay here for a little bit? And then eventually I went back home, and I stayed at home for like maybe a month. And then all that shit happened with my dad putting the staples in my head, and us getting in that fight with work and stuff. And you know, at that point, I was just like, no, this is the final fucking straw. This is way too abusive. Like, I thought after you had gotten clean off of meth that I would be safe in the house, but I still don't feel safe. Because before this, he was trying to get me to talk about my feelings. He came in my room and he was like, hey man, like, we need to talk about some stuff. And I was like, no, and I was literally just ignoring him. I was reading a book because I didn't have any electronics, so I was a total bookworm.
Can you back out real quick?
Yeah. But I was a total bookworm, and fucking, I was sitting in my room reading my book, and my dad, and I told my dad like no 50 times, because he was like, come on, just talk to me about your feelings. And I had said no, I don't want to. Eventually he was standing in the doorway, and I was like, hey, I need to use the bathroom, and he's like, no. And I try to squeeze past him, and he just fucking shoves me. And I go flying into my shelf, and I break my shelf, and I immediately get up, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I just wanted to use the bathroom. And he was like, I thought you were going to try and kill yourself. I thought you were going to try and leave. And I'm like, that's your excuse? And I'm so fucking pissed. Like, I get up, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I flip my table, and I damn near punched a hole in my wall. I live on the side of the apartment, so that, like, if I kept punching my wall, I would have broken through the outside. Like, you can literally see the dent on the outside of the wall where I hit it. And that was before I had the staples and shit. And I fucked up my hand real bad. But I had fucking thrashed my room. I ran away. Eventually, one of my very old pals named Stevie, he was an adult at the time. He still is. Well, never mind. That was stupid. That was a stupid sentence. But you know, I'm like maybe, I want to say 500 feet away, near the highway. And I'm just sitting on the concrete in a corner crying, like, what the fuck, because my hand hurt. And at this time, Tara, this was the time when I had called you after you had told me not to contact you at all. You remember that night I had called you on someone's phone, and I had told you what happened. And oh man, that was a rough night. Fuck. Damn, this podcast got really deep. But anyway, besides that, I eventually went home. We cleaned up my room. I cleaned up my hand, and I went to bed. And like, not even 2 weeks later, all that shit happened and you know, fucking, back to where I was sitting in my room with the fucked up hand and my head bleeding, and my dad sitting there with my baby brother. And my mom comes in and he's like, "You're a disgrace." And I'm like, "I don't even want to be a part of this family anymore." And I'm like, you know, I'm fucking leaving. I'm gonna walk to Shasta Regional, because the hospital is literally right around the block, the Shasta Regional Hospital. And so, like, I'm just like, I'm leaving. I'm gonna walk to the hospital. And they're like, and I'm like, I'm just leaving. And my mom is like, "You're not even gonna put shoes on?" I'm like, "No, I'm gonna fucking walk to the hospital barefoot." And I did. Fucking literally walk to the hospital barefoot. I'm holding my hand like it's fucking broken because I can't move it at all. And the cold air did not help. And, you know, my head is pounding and it's bleeding. And I'm touching my head and I'm like, fuck. And I keep getting blood. I have blood all over my hand and face and head. You know, I get into the hospital and I'm like, and they're like, "Oh my god, what happened?" And there was it was early in the morning, so there was nobody in the ER. There was nobody in the ER. And I'm talking to them, and I'm like, "Can I please get a room, like, right now? Like, some things happened with my parents, and I need to get my head checked out. It's bleeding real bad, and etc." And I'm like, I am literally crying while saying this. Like, I am literally shedding tears, like, just everywhere, just all over the place. And they're like, "Yeah, blah, blah, blah," and fast forward. My parents try and come into the ER, and they're like, "Hey, did the kid come in here?" And the ER ladies respect to the people in the ER, because the people at the desk knew I had come in, the doctors knew I come in, everybody knew I was there. And my parents come in and they're like, "Hey, did a kid come in here? He's like 16, 6'2", you know, probably had a fucked up hand, etc., blah blah blah." And they're like, "Nope, I haven't seen anybody come in." And they had seen me come in. They're the ones who had checked me in, and respect to them for that. I had stayed in the hospital for most of that day. I eventually got checked out. They let me go with my mom. My mom drove me home. She was like, "Okay, you can pack clothes and leave. You're getting," and she literally just kicked me out of the house. Like, so I packed 2 backpacks. Oh, well, not 2. I packed 2 backpacks and 2 like shopping grocery bags, full of clothes. And I went over to my aunt's house, and I'm like, "Hey, auntie, can I use your phone to call a friend?" And that was Remy. That was Remy.
Wait, no, you called me from the hospital.
You can start one now.
Remy's phone number.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, thank you. Yeah, I also called my job. Because this was same day, because he had told me call me in the morning, and this all happened in the morning. And so I'm calling my Taco Bell. I'm calling my manager from the ER, and he's like, "Hey, dude, are you okay? I can see you're calling from an ER phone." And I'm like, "Yeah, a lot of shit happened with my parents. I'm not gonna be able to make it into work for a few days. I have staples on the right-hand side of my head, and my hand is fucked up. It's in a cast." And he's like, "Okay, well, I see that was a big responsibility, even though you're in the ER, telling me that, like, you can't make it into work." I still got fired, but, you know, it's fine. And yeah, and so I get driven back to my aunt's house after I packed all my clothes, and I used my aunt's phone to call Remy, my friend, and I'm like, "Hey, I need somewhere to stay so I can get on my feet." And I went over to Remy's. They had this big ass couch in the garage and a TV and shit, so I was comfortable. I had blankets and pillows and etc. Stayed at Remy's house, my friend's house, for about, I want to say, a month and a few weeks. And I was talking to CPS. Hello, still going to school. And eventually we had made a safety plan. And Remy, my friend, actually has partial joint custody of me. So my aunt and my best friend they have custody of me now.
How old is your best friend?
They're the same age as me. Well, it's their parents that have custody of me, because their parents actually really like me.
Oh, don't know what they have.
Yeah, I actually gave their parents. I actually gave their parents a Christmas gift. I made them a cutting board and wood shop because their dad liked to cook, And apparently their dad actually got a present for me, which is cool. And I learned that like 2 days ago. You know, I stay there for a few months, and then I make that safety plan, and I move into my aunt's house. I have my own, that's where I'm staying right now. You know, the room was a mess. We just cleared it out. We cleared a whole bunch of shit out of the room. I have literal giant ass boxes full of, like, my parents fucking cleaned out my room. Like, I have all of my shit from my room is in this room right now in boxes and shit. Like, I still haven't gotten to that, and I've been staying here for almost, how long has it been? Almost a month now?
Yeah.
And, you know, I finally got my bed moved in and etc. But, yeah, it was fucking crazy. Like, it was a fucking crazy it was a crazy just a whole month in particular, because like I had my friend's parents had to take me to my doctor's appointments, and since they didn't have any of my safety shit, they weren't legally allowed to check me in. And you know, so the doctor has to call my mom. And you know, I had asked several times. My mom had tried to come see me at school and shit several times, and I'm like, no, I don't want to see my mom at all. And fucking my mom could have just given verbal consent over the phone, be like, yeah, that's fine, he can check him in and etc. But no, this bitch had to come into the tiny ass office, fucking make it awkward for everyone in there, and like just fucking go on a rant about how horrible I was. And I had asked to stay in a separate room during all this, so I had heard all of this from my friend's dad, who was in the room when it happened. And so I talked to my psychiatrist, blah blah blah. My mom goes into the psychiatrist's office after me to talk about my meds and shit. And yeah, it was fucking insane. But yeah, that's what's happened to me in the past 3 months.
And the car crash.
Oh yeah, also we got into a car crash. Me, Remy, and my girlfriend. We were driving, and I was giving directions so I could go pick up my meds that I had to take for my ADHD and my depression, my bipolar. I was taking Wellbutrin. It was like a mood stabilizer. And so you know, we're driving, and you know, I'm trying to give directions, and I forget that I'm like, okay, turn right here. And then I see the sign, and I'm like, oh shit, never mind, I forgot it's a no right turning lane. And Remy is just, I don't know what's going through Remy's mind, but it's a red light. And I'm like, and me and Tara were both like, Remy, it's a red light. And we're going 45 miles an hour. She fucking zooms past the red light. We're not even like halfway into the middle of the intersection, and this big ass black truck just comes in and rams the front of our car, and we spin out, and we ended up hitting a traffic light on the street. Car was fucking totaled, and immediately we probably survived because the car was actually really safe. Airbags went off like immediately, but we had to get out of the car like immediately. And the back door, I was in the back passenger seat. And so my back door was jammed, and
It was locked.
no, it was jammed. No, me and Remy actually went to the junkyard, and we found the car while looking for her phone, their phone.
Remy told me that it wasn't, that it was just locked.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, cause the door was all like dented in where the handle was and shit. Hold on. But fucking car fills up with like, I think I don't know what happened. I think either the head gasket, no, not the head gasket, fucking, yeah, something blew in the engine, and immediately filled up with this foul smelling like smoke or steam or whatever the fuck it was. And it like, we had found out later that if someone hadn't turned the car off for us, because we're 3 teenagers, and my friend is 16, she has her driver's license, well, her, what is it? What is it? Not her learner's permit, her provisional license. And, well, fucking, someone turned off the car and it probably would have went kaboom or caught on fire or something, I don't know. But that was real scary. But yeah, anyways, that's the rundown of 2022 for me.
That is very...
Oh, major part in the car crash, no one got injured except for Tara, and she, my girlfriend got like I think a few bruises on her leg.
Yeah, my leg was bleeding.
Yeah, her leg ended up fine. It was just a couple of gnarly bruises and scrapes.
Yeah.
Ian was just in the background like, walk it off.
I was extremely calm during that situation. My girlfriend was like, I was trying to comfort her and she was like, no, don't touch me. Like, no, right now. I don't know.
I was freaking out.
Yeah. She was in like shock. She was shaking. I could see her tearing up and stuff. And she was just terrified. Like, she was just absolutely terrified. And my friend who I was staying with was just crying like, oh my fucking god, I'm gonna lose my permit. And like, oh my fucking god, and blah blah blah, and da da da. And like, I totaled the car, and my dad's gonna be pissed at me. Their dad was not that angry at all. Like, actually went a lot better than we thought.
He was probably just glad everyone was okay.
But yeah, and I was actually super calm during the situation. I was just kind of sitting there, like staring off into space, like, fuck, that just happened. I was just like, fuck, that just happened. I was just trying to comfort people. I was like, you know what, at least we're all safe. At least we are alive. That could have gone way worse. But yeah. Anyways, that's my 16-year-old life story. Anything like that happen to you guys?
No.
Yeah. Alright, I think I'm gonna end the podcast right there. Okay, this is a great time to come up with a name for our podcast because, because I am now including you two as the main individual, so if I can, I'm always gonna have you guys in a podcast, always. Are you okay with that?
If I can, I'm always...
What about you, Flex?
Always. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
What about you, Flex?
And we need a name. Help me brainstorm a name.
For Honor Talks? I don't know.
Help me brainstorm.
Why For Honor sucks?
Dang, dude, that should be one of the podcasts because I have so many options.
Well, I want like an actual name that can be recognized, not For Honor Talks or fucking Why For Honor Sucks 101. Like my fucking old YouTube videos, fucking hunting gators with Arthur Morgan 101, gator tips with Arthur 101, fucking. I used to play Red Dead Online, and I had this derpy ass Arthur character that I had made. And I was like, "Welcome back to 101 Gator Tips with Arthur Morgan." Well, first of all, you want to take the nearest civilian, rope him up, tie him up, throw him on the ground, and feed him to a gator. And if that don't work, just stick your leg in there and hope for the best.
So I'm really wouldn't like ever you are.
Hmm?
You know what? Never mind.
No, what'd you say?
Fuck you.
Oh, fuck you.
He said, I'm ready whenever you are. He's gonna start the match.
We still need a name though, boys. Like, actually help me brainstorm a name.
I'm trying.
Okay, I have a good name. Since it's a For Honor podcast,
Yeah,
since
let's go
we're
with that
always,
one.
since we're gonna be playing For Honor while we do these, what about three medieval idiots?
Idiots. Yeah, you gotta do it. We gotta spell idiots wrong.
3 medieval idiots because we're playing a medieval sword game, like funny sword game.
You have to spell one of them wrong, and it should be idiots.
just
medieval
idiots.
Yeah, idiots.
No, I'll just switch the I and the O around so it says 3 medieval idoids.
Yeah, idoids.
Alright, 3 medieval idiots. This is the start of our fame. Probably not, but you know, who cares?
Dude, that would be hilarious.
Yeah,
Oh my
kind of
god, your
would,
booty
but-
stinky cat. Your booty smell like shit. That's nasty.
Chris,
You farted. Yeah, what's up?
I just want to point out, you know how I showed you that one video against like the ocean in ranked?
Yeah.
I got more videos than my double deflect against the Raider.
Really?
Yeah.
I have over 400 views on like half of the 14 videos I posted on my TikTok.
I have a 212 viewed one, a 444 viewed one, a 275 viewed one, a 599 views one, a 229 viewed one, a 125 viewed one, and an 82 viewed one, and 90
Okay,
views.
so out of the 14, I have a 442 views, 228 views, 232 views, 229 views, 232 views, 227 views, 239 views, 238 views, 30 views, 227 views, 7 views, 225, and then 112.
Reflex, pack a bowl with me.
So I think my most
Pre-pack?
my most viewed video right now, my most viewed video is 1,872.
You know what? That's crazy. It's almost like I didn't ask.
Shut the fuck up, unknown. 897 views. That's 1,200 views.
It's crazy, man.
So my max is
You know,
1,800.
I must have memory loss or something because for the life
Shut the
of me,
fuck
I
up,
cannot
Anthony.
remember
No,
when
shut the fuck up.
I asked.
You are literally the biggest idiot in this entire group. In our little group, you are the biggest, most dumbest person.
Oh, yeah, well, you're the poorest person.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I just told you my life story.
You know what? I can't say no bitches, but I can say no money. That's something you can't say now either. Oh yeah, guess
At
what?
least I have a
And no
bitch.
weed.
Shut the fuck
you
up.
know,
I'm
you
getting
don't
weed
got-
tomorrow.
you
I'm
don't
getting
got no
weed
weed.
tomorrow.
Oh, you got weed right now?
Shut the fuck up.
Dude, I got mine the day
That's what I
after
thought.
Christmas.
This is fun. This is fun. We should do this more often.
Capture Zone A.
Just not concentrate on the game.
You lost Zone C.
Yeah, just talk while playing. This is actually, you know that thing you guys said, like the start of this podcast was just us literally chilling. It was just us literally fucking chilling and
Oh. Oh, he deflected.
oh Flex, you're playing BP? Hell yeah. Fucking of course you have the fucking new skin.
Oh, this guy is kicking my
I
ass.
also got a. Where is it? It unequipped it. I bought the stupid ice.
Dude, this guy just kicked my ass, bro. Good fucking fight, dude.
Which guy?
I just got the gladiator. He just rolled the shit out of me, deflected me like 3 times.
Wasn't that a pirate? What?
No, there's a Kyoshin, a Tiandi, and a Glad. A Shogoki too. Oh, what the fuck? Bro just turned around and deflected that, fucking external blocked that shit. You see this? I'm trying here. Yeah, fucking pay attention to me, bitch. Okay, going in for bite. Oh, you ruined my bite! You ruined my bite, you piece of shit! Don't feed revenge, don't feed revenge. I'm gonna go for him. Give him to me, he's all mine, he's all mine. Oh, he light parried me! Help, help, help! I changed my mind, Go! Why'd you let him get the execute?
Sorry.
Good fight anyway, dude. Of course the Kyoshin fucking kills me while I'm getting gut stabbed, bro.
Nice flip, I saw that. I'm gonna go to C with unknown,
Have fun
Anthony.
with that gladiator.
Okay.
Wait, he's pretty good.
Bot's getting jumped at B, but he's winning.
Probably a level 3.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we do have a pirate.
He's
That's where you saw the pirate. It was the bot on the other team.
Oh,
On
he
our team.
executed someone.
Uh-oh.
No way.
Watch out, there's another
nice.
one coming reflected. It's Kyoshin.
Nice.
He jumped off the ledge and killed himself.
Damn, I delayed that shit too.
Oh man, I'm dead.
No, don't feed. What is my teammate doing? Okay, well I fucked up that gladiator. I don't know what you were talking about.
I'm the superior big man.
Dang, why does that guy have revenge? Where are you up there fighting alone?
I'm gonna go help Anthony at A. Fucking A, man. That was a long ass story. That was like 30 minutes of just me straight talking.
I'm gonna play with
Of just me talking? I delayed that light so much.
You lost Zone A.
Oh yeah, I said I was gonna end the podcast. Alright, see you later, whoever was watching. Apparently there's 2 people watching, but, you know, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.